And then
Love
obviously in 2020, like the stimmy check came in. So I was the most irresponsible person to have that money, but
What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Garage Talks 5417 podcast. I'm your host, Desmond Reynolds, aka the Peacekeeper. We're sitting here today with another great guest, always bringing in great quality guests. And this person right here, she recently opened up a business with her father. She's becoming more knowledgeable on a daily basis in that business. She is going back to school to become a physical therapist as well. Ooh, 2 times right there. And she's just a proud person of who she's growing in to be and growing up to accomplish goals. And she's going to be an amazing person. Lizzy Ramirez, what it do?
hi, what's up?
What's up? What's cracking?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, had to. You're one of the coolest, chillest people I know.
I appreciate hearing that. That always makes me happy.
For real?
Yeah, like I feel like, I don't know, it boosts, like, not to toot my own horn, but it boosts my ego. Like
gotcha.
a little bit, just because like I've always been that person to like doubt myself in some sort of way. And I was like, now like that's what I mean, but like I like to like, I'm starting to get to know myself more. And hearing that from other people, it means a lot.
Hey, and I mean it too. So that's the biggest thing right there.
I mean appreciate it.
You must be, that being said, that makes me think and want to ask you, you must be just wholeheartedly yourself. Like you stay true to yourself.
I try. I always try. I mean, I've had a couple rough years in the past. So like after all that, I've learned to like, I don't know, love myself more, appreciate myself for who I am and not try to be someone who I'm not. Because that's always been my biggest thing with me.
Right.
It's always just hard, but
it is
a lot better.
It is.
For
What's we all been through rough things. What's something you've been through, Liz? What's one of those rough things?
Man, one that really impacted me was losing my grandma. She was my mom. She was everything to me. So like,
right.
It was
Absolutely.
like a little bit after I moved up here to Eugene. And yeah, it was, I mean, I guess it was her time to go, but it was really out of the blue. So that really like put a big stamp on my life right there. But
yeah.
You know, throughout the past 2 years that since that happened, I've learned to finally, not necessarily like, I would say accept, but like be okay with how things were.
Absolutely.
And just, you know, continue being me because I know that's all she wants. She always was a person to say that she never liked people being sad or crying or anything like that. So like to me, it's always like, I do it for her. It's like how I look at it.
Right.
And obviously everyone around me, because I know that my way of being can also impact other people. And so like, I try my best to be the best version as I can. And like, it's taught me a lot to value a lot of things.
Right.
And just be thankful and grateful for what you have and who you have.
Did you ever find yourself in scenarios where you knew you weren't being you and it just...
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
it was,
talk to me.
Man, like...
Because I know I've been there.
Yeah, no. I mean, right, a little bit after that happened, I just started, I don't know, to like mask out everything that I was feeling. I got into like, just like, I don't know, I lost myself. Like it felt like I obviously wasn't happy.
Right.
But I also just felt like I started becoming a version of myself that was always angry or like always like just deep down sad. But then like on the outside, I was seeming to be someone who I wasn't. Like, and not letting myself feel who I actually was feeling.
Right.
But going like back to like me being angry, it just like, it like made me like have like views on things really differently. And then once like, you know, someone tell me like, you have to feel it. Like you have to, like, as much as it sucks, you have to feel it because people notice. Like a little bit of like my closest friends were like they noticed and they knew why, but, and no one ever questioned me or anything. But, you know, I like one thing, like my best friend once told me, she's like, if you don't like something and about yourself, if you know that you can change it if it's for the better, not for the worse.
That part, okay.
And so when she told me that like it hit, like it made me understand.
For sure, that part right there.
Yeah, and like one thing, like I was also a big complainer. I complained. Yeah, I complained. Like, I was just always like, oh, like, why am I feeling this? Like, why is this? Or like, looks a lot. My looks really like have always grown up to be really insecure about myself.
Okay, you're being your biggest critic.
Yep.
Oh, don't we all do
and
that?
that's where also I noticed that I wasn't being myself. Like,
Okay.
I went through some stuff within like the that year that my grandma passed away. I was also in like a relationship, but things happen. And it's just like little things like that. And I just realized that during all that time, I wasn't super true to myself. And that came also with like my looks. Back to that. I didn't like how I looked, and I would always complain about that, but I wouldn't do anything about it.
Got you.
And so like,
so you was talking it, but you wasn't doing any walks with it.
Exactly. And so that's another one my best friend told me. That was like kind of like related to the other part that she told me, but she's like, she's like, you're sitting here and complaining about it. She's like, if you don't like it, do something about it.
Absolutely.
She's like, don't just sit here. She's like, in the nicest way. She's like, don't just sit here and complain.
Absolutely.
And she's like, because you can change that. And after that, I got onto that. I started becoming someone who loves to go to the gym. Gym was like my escape. Like when I go there, I think about things, but like I have an easy way of like, and a better way to cope with it.
All the stress, all the anger, whatever you going through, let it out at the gym, man.
Yeah, exactly. And so like after that, like I just became like, I don't know, it helped a lot. And then I met like great people. I finally like I was able to like put myself out there and meet people, network, and working at like my old jobs like Best Buy or everything. I met Omar. I met Steven. I met like a bunch of other people like that I became really good friends with, and they helped a lot. They had a lot to do with that.
So before you was going to the gym and you had those outlets, what were you doing? Turning up a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, turning up.
And don't get me wrong, I still like I go out and I do
Absolutely.
stuff. But like I think I learned to like control, like not necessarily like, not that I did anything wrong, but like I learned to like go and have fun, like enjoy the moment instead of like
I think what I kind of said to someone, I said you're going out because you want to, not because you have to.
Exactly.
Some people feel like they had to go out and turn up.
That's how I felt. Like that saying is like, oh, I'm gonna feel FOMO. Like I felt that a lot because I'm like, oh, I felt like I did, like I felt like for a while like I lost that. Like I used to be a really big, like I've always grown up to try to be not necessarily a people pleaser, but like that was one of my worst things is I was low key a people pleaser. But like I always felt like
recovering
I needed to have a lot of people around to be like good. And so like that came with like always having to go out because like prior to like other things happening, like I stopped going out for a while, and then I was like, oh, like
Did you?
I'm gonna start going out again.
How'd that make you feel when you stopped for a while? Like how was that for Liz?
Well, it was like not like the healthiest either. Like it wasn't like I didn't stop to go out because I necessarily wanted to. Gotcha. Like I just like like things happen, and like I just COVID was a really big impact.
Oh yeah, true.
COVID was a really big impact on that. So I obviously didn't stop. And then obviously after COVID, like after I graduated, like I became like more like I started trying to go out more. And then after like my grandma passed, like that also was like a coping mechanism. Like I would go out to have like to party.
Absolutely.
But not in a healthy way.
Validation.
Exactly. It's like I felt like I needed to be there and I didn't. And now it's like it's different. Like I go out because I want to. Right. Not because I feel like I need to. Yeah. And if I don't,
you got control yourself.
Yeah. So that's one thing I'm really proud of myself is that I'm finally going to be a better version of myself than I was. It's maturity too.
Man, yeah, time.
I was like all that.
The life, man, time heals all, like Drake said.
And
time
that's
heals
true.
all.
I know that's like the cheesiest thing to say is like time will heal, and a lot of people don't like hearing that. But it's so true because I was a person that didn't like hearing that.
Right.
So I'm like, how do you know? Like, what are you gonna know?
Man,
it's like it does happen though. Like time does heal. Like you will go through things and you will feel things, and like to me, that's one of the things I learned is that at the end, like there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and like you're gonna find that, and it takes yourself too to do that.
It takes yourself to do that.
Yeah.
And you
so,
you got to heed those signs you see on the way, right?
Yeah.
Everything you see about yourself. Oh, I like going to the gym. All right, journal that, write that down and be like, okay, cool. That's a maneuver I can use when I'm not feeling right.
Yeah.
I love that, Liz.
Yeah.
I really
And
do.
like now I have like the people who are in my life are the people who like I hope to have in my life for a really long time. Like I don't think the people that are in my life right now are any harm or any bad people. Like having those people in my life have taught me a lot of stuff.
Right.
They've also helped me grow, and they haven't stopped me. So like
that's good.
you know, my friends over, like I had for Christmas, one of my really good friends, one of my best friends, like she like, oh, I bought you a journal, like, you know, you're gonna like this will help you, and like it's true.
That's
you know,
awesome,
it's like
man.
I have people who care about me and who
Right.
like want what's best for me. So right now, it's like I'm really proud of that.
Good.
It's like, you know.
And, you know, circle back, Liz, excuse me on the timepiece. Really what it is like you experienced things. That's really what you did.
Yeah.
You went through and experienced things. You experienced all kinds of emotions. And that's good.
Yeah, I know.
Gotcha.
I mean, I don't know. I know like there's people that have it worse, and I've
Always is.
yeah, but I could say like I have been through a lot, and I'm really proud of myself for pulling myself out of that dark circle. Because you know, I don't just do it. I do it for myself, and I do it for my family, because like, you know, my mom and my grandma were super close too. So like,
Got you.
I want to like be a good version for them. Like,
Yeah.
I have a little brother,
Right.
and I have older sisters, older siblings.
Okay.
And like my oldest sister is the biggest role model.
That's amazing.
So biggest role model. And so like,
What's her name?
her name's Maide.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay. Shout out. I ain't
I
gonna try
know.
to pronounce it. I might
I know,
butcher
like,
it, but
no, it's like it's crazy because she like a lot of people mispronounce her name, and like
Okay.
they'll be like some people will say like Maite or like, but it's just like she's like it's Maite. It's
Right.
it's I don't know. I've never ever heard anyone else have it,
right.
so it's like I'm gonna say it's unique, I guess.
Man.
Yeah.
How many siblings you got all together? She said, let me think
Let me
about
think.
it. I'm only
I have
child.
half siblings, so like, I have two older sisters, and then 3 older brothers from my dad's side, and then
wow.
I have my little brother with my mom and like same parents. But
Okay.
my older sisters are also my half sisters,
Got you.
and so then my older brothers are also my half brothers. But my parents had kids before they met.
Okay, well,
But and then they had us. My little brother and I are from the same.
they all family though. They
Yeah,
all, yeah. It's all
we're all
good.
family.
Yeah.
I love them all.
Man. See, Liz, it's so cool. That's why I love doing this. Like, I always felt your energy and it's on par. Now I get the
you.
context to it.
Yes.
And learning about you and talking.
Yes,
and that's
I know.
cool.
Like I know I'm a good person, and so like
Absolutely.
I try to show that a lot. Like, you know, I
Right.
try to be the best person I can around people. Like, and especially like saying like instantly, like when I said earlier, like when I met you, like your vibe was just there. It, like
thank you.
we clicked, and like I've had like other people who I've met and throughout my life, but it's like people like you, like I can tell like just your energy, your vibe, everything. It's just something that I like to be around. So
Thank you.
I
Thank
do
you.
appreciate that.
You know, it's real. It's contagious. You know,
Yeah.
so it just happens. I know we on par world. She showed up. I walked out. We came matching outfits. We both
I
got
know, we were
fours
like-
on.
We're like, what?
Crazy.
He's like, my twin. I was like, hey, we're matching.
We
The
matching.
essentials, the Jordans.
Man,
My brother-in-law
What's
just got
up?
my niece those.
Oh, for real, the military.
Yeah.
Man, these are
I know.
tough.
I was gonna wear my militaries, but
Where are
I was
you?
like-
You got these ones?
I don't got those ones, but I got the other military ones.
Oh,
the
okay.
black
Yeah,
ones.
yeah. These is tough. Like when I got them online, I was like, okay. But once I opened the box, I was
Yeah,
like, oh
in person
yeah.
they're better. Online, I was like iffy. Like when they dropped on sneakers,
Right.
I was gonna get them. Like I woke up and everything, and I was gonna get them, but I was like, I don't know. I was like, because I had the university blue ones,
Yep.
those ones, and I didn't like them. I mean, I
Gotcha.
liked them. Okay, like they were nice, but they just weren't my color. Like they were too much blue.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, these. Yeah, I got those fire reds. Those is tough too.
I know. I got these as a Christmas gift like 4 years ago,
For real.
2020. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like they've been my oldest shoe. They were actually my first pair of fours.
What got you into the shoe game? Because I mean, I just gotta ask. Like, you didn't get to watch Jordan play growing up.
No.
What got you in the shoe game, man?
So my brother-in-law, he's
Okay.
one big factor. My brother-in-law is a big Jordans fan too. So like he
Gotcha.
loves Michael Jordan, has a lot of shoes, like walk-in closet, everything. It's crazy.
Sheesh, walk-in closet.
Yeah, so he actually like he got me into that because it kind of started with like basketball. I remember like he also is the reason why I got into basketball.
Okay, got you.
He would play with me all the time outside of my grandma's house, and so I remember when he would talk about basketball, he'd talk about Michael Jordan.
Right.
And so like we would go to Foot Locker or something like that, like, and he'd show me all the Jordans. And before, like, I wasn't like, I grew up and I wasn't, and then I guess.
Would you like watch highlight reels or like YouTube them
like,
to see?
Yes, like I saw like a bunch of. I always see like I like looking up like outfits or like new styles or whatever.
Okay.
And I guess this was my high school, like my junior year of high school.
Gotcha.
Is when like I started because I would only wear white slip-on Vans.
What?
I was a Vans girl. Like growing up, like as a little kid, I only had Vans. Yeah, and so like
the Vans gang.
I was the person known to buy like have 50 pairs of white slip-on Vans, and it was like everyone would be like, "Really, Lizzy? Like again, you're gonna buy another pair?"
Black suede's for me.
Yeah,
black suede.
or like the what are they called? I forgot what they're called, but there's the other ones like the black and white ones, or the checkered ones.
Oh yeah,
the checkered ones. Those were like my biggest one. But so I used to be that. My junior year came around, I think, and then that's when like I started like the like streetwear started coming out more.
Yep.
And so like that's when I started getting into streetwear, and like streetwear came like a bunch of people would wear like ones, a bunch of ones, and like I was like, yeah,
ones and dunks, mate.
Oh my gosh,
that's wild.
No,
would you wear that fit?
I would. No, I would not.
Dang, that's wild.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Ooh-wee. Look at that.
Is it the Kids' Choice Awards? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, their outfits would go crazy though. Like it was something else.
Dang. I used to wear M1. You know what M1 is?
No.
You never seen M1? Oh, it was like a whole phenomenon. It was a basketball street brand.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's where I got you on the years. M1 was early 2000s. There's a Netflix documentary on it. You should check it out. It's just literally called M1, and it's crazy. I used to rock it head to toe all the time.
Oh my gosh. Echo. I remember growing up with Echo. My brother-in-law,
yep.
Again, my brother-in-law, my sister, like all like their friends would wear Echo. No, but yeah, he got me to. That's how I got into shoes though. Right. Was my junior year, and my style started changing. I started wearing like a lot more baggy clothes and like more streetwear, and I got my first pair of ones my junior year, and then from there.
What colorway?
They were the smoked gray ones.
Got you.
They were the smoked gray ones, and then obviously in 2020, like the stimmy check came in, so I was the most irresponsible person to have that money, but
weren't we all?
Yes, it was like I'm like, oh, free money. I remember I was working and I was in the break room, and one of my coworkers walked in and he's like, my stimmy check dropped, and I was like, did it? I was like, oh, I wonder if I got one. And I went on my bank account and it's like, oh, you got $1,400. I was like, oh, and then I had taxes was that around that time too,
right?
So like taxes hit like a week and a half later.
Oh, you was good.
I went and splurged on shoes that I didn't even till this day don't even wear anymore. Like dang. I have a bunch of ones that I remember I went and I liked them for the second of it,
right? And
I bought them and I was like, I have the money for it, so
man,
that was like money. I was money. Yeah, very responsible, but yeah. And then I also got my fours.
Yeah, then you got the fours there.
Yeah.
That's what I love though. Like one thing with clothes, I always say one of my favorite things, Liz, is it's just materials. Like
it's true.
You're swagged out. Don't get me wrong. We both doing our thing, but in the end, one day you're not gonna want to wear those clothes. Just like you said, you buy a pair of shoes. I know I've done it. Ain't it crazy though? Sometimes how that works.
Yeah, I know. Like I grew up also like middle school, only wore American Eagle like $60-$70 pair of jeans. I go to Walmart and I buy my jeans now. Like see. I make an outfit out of that. So that's what like up. You know, it's like all material, like it's all the same thing.
Right.
And like
there's levels to it.
Yeah.
I mean.
And like I don't know. Now I mean I obviously have my like I buy expensive clothes too, but
yeah. I mean treat yourself, don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I know I do that. Like I remember the Essential hoodies was one of the impulsive purchases. I was like, oh, it's on Paxton.com, and so I went on there. My friend and I were on FaceTime. We both got it at the same time.
Bet.
So like,
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it's funny. I know some people though. I see they trying to kind of like you talked about validation earlier. So it's crazy to see some people will get real toxic because they'll spend all their money just to
Yeah.
keep up with the Joneses, man.
yeah, and it's like
It's like, man.
you're probably gonna wear it like once or twice.
Man, that part right there.
Yeah, like that's my thing.
Right.
And that's what I wish I would have known back when I bought my shoes that I don't even wear.
With the stimmy check. Man,
I
all
could have
good.
done something else with the stimmy check, like. But yeah, no, it's
all
nice.
good. You got swag though. You stay fresh.
I know. I remember when I was going to the Bahamas, I like had to pick. Like I was freaking out at work, and I was telling everybody there, I was like, I don't know what to take. I don't know what to take. Jeff is like, oh, just take a bathing suit, and that's it. And then whatever.
Jeff
I was
said
like,
that?
yeah, he's
He
like
would.
a bathing
He
suit and a
would.
pair of slippers. And then I was like, Jeff, it's not like that though. He's like, why do you need anything else if you're gonna be on the beach all day? And it was like, I'm like, my mindset's like, I need to have good outfits for like the pictures. I was like, the Instagram
Man.
stories, the pictures, I had to have it. And I told him that. And then I came back and he asked me, he's like, so how many outfits did you wear out of your whole trip? I was like, see, I wear my bathing suit most of the time. And that was it. And he's like, what'd I tell you?
That's Jeff, man. Jeff be knowing,
like-
man. And she talked about our previous guest, Jeff, y'all. You know, honestly, you're speaking to me as I literally leave for a trip tomorrow.
I know,
And-
you were telling me.
And my suitcase, I'm like, I don't even know what I want to put in here. It's like, I don't even know. And just call
Your
it.
bikini, your flippers, your slippers.
Man, straight up. My mankini, straight up.
I know.
I don't know, Liz. Like half of me wants to just go shorts and flip flops. The other half has a suit in there, and I'm like,
Yeah, I
why
know
am I
you-
putting a suit in there?
But you never know what would come across. Maybe a nice little dinner, like something like take a pictures.
Yeah, they got restaurants there, but
Cancun, you said, huh?
Cancun.
It's excited. I remember my first time going. I love it. It's really nice.
I'm excited. It's needed. It came at a good time in life.
Go to the
Literally.
Bahamas. I suggest it. Turks and Caicos.
You know, Tristan, one of our previous guests, is going there. I wish you
Really?
could have met him. He's a cool cat. He's
Turks
going.
is nice.
Is it?
Yeah, it's probably my favorite place I've been.
That's what you spend that stimmy check on if you could do it again. Go on
I
another
should've,
trip.
You know, maybe I should have. I don't know. You know, you can swim with pigs there.
With what?
Pigs.
What?
Yeah, you can swim with pigs. They're on the beach.
Did you
and-
do it?
No, we swam with dolphins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we swam with dolphins, but it was really nice. Like it's just like it's really hot there.
Is it?
Way like I was sunburnt.
Dang.
I was burnt.
Where on the map is that? Like, what is that close to?
The Dominican Republic,
Oh, okay.
kind of like over there, like Cuba. Oh my gosh, my
Word.
maps. But, like
Somewhere
right there,
around
it's like right, like the Bahamas is like. Florida's like Miami is like right here, and the
Okay.
Bahamas is like right here.
Gotcha.
It's right. Yeah.
I know right where it's at now. We
you're,
good.
you're like I know.
You did that.
Okay, you did all that. No.
Man, Turks and Caicos. Yes, I need to get out there soon. How? When were you there?
From like in April, like I literally left on 420.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I left on 420. I was there for a whole week, but it was a cruise, so it was just like I went to a bunch of different islands.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, which is nice. The cruise itself was pretty cool. Like I am afraid. Yeah, that's literally it.
Look at that.
I wanted to swim with pigs,
That's
but
crazy.
my niece wanted to swim with dolphins.
Look at. Oh my goodness! Look, they just know too. They know.
They know,
That's wild.
but apparently they're mean. Apparently they're mean.
Oh,
and
don't
they're
tell me
rude.
that. Now I'm not going to swim with them. It's over.
It's cool though.
That's beautiful. Man. Liz, what does traveling do for you? What does it do, babe?
Oh gosh, it makes me like appreciate it. Like, oh, I love it. If I could do it more, I would.
And you will.
And
You will.
I hope I do. But you know, I don't know. Like the ocean is one of my biggest fears, and like going on a cruise in the middle of the ocean was pretty cool. Like it's like okay, it's
Right.
so pretty too. Like
Could you tell you were like on a boat with a cruise, or was it so big you were like, oh, I can't even?
when we were coming back, yes, you could tell. When we were
Okay.
going there, it was super smooth. I guess you could call it turbulence. I don't know.
Right.
Like you couldn't feel anything. You couldn't feel the movement. Like I guess it's just the
Word.
waves weren't that bad. But when we were coming back, yeah, you could definitely feel it. Like you could literally jump and like stay in the air for a second. Like
Oh, that's wild.
it's crazy. It's really weird.
Man.
But it makes your stomach turn into
That's-
knots.
I still haven't did a cruise. We're going to see eventually.
Carnival, I heard is like the party one.
Oh,
It's super-
Lord.
That's what I heard.
Oh, man.
It is, but
Is that what you did?
yeah.
Oh, man.
They're pretty like it's funny, like it's fun. They know how to get down.
Traveling, I mean, that's the cool part about traveling too, is like no one can ever take that experience away from you. You went there, you did that, you went to another country, you're like, cool.
Exactly. That's what, like, because I was really like iffy about going. Like it was
Really?
It was for my niece's birthday.
Okay.
And like Mexican tradition, like quinceañeras are a big thing. So like my niece didn't want one; she wanted a trip, which is probably one of the smartest things she did.
Absolutely.
And so like we did that, and I wasn't gonna go with them. And then like month and a half before, my sister was like, "Come on, like let's go. Like you know you can do it." And I was like, "Okay." Like I was like, I don't know, let me think about it. And I thought about it. I went over it, and I'm such an indecisive person too. Like that's one of my biggest things.
You're counting money.
Yeah, no, not even that. It's just like I'm just like, well, it's like yes, counting money. I guess it's like had to do a lot with it because I also had other stuff to do, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, should I go? Should I not go? And so then like that was also like to make it sad anymore or anything, but that was the week that my grandma passed, and so
okay.
At first I was like, oh, like I should be back at home, like, you know, but then like my friends were like, dude, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Like,
absolutely.
Like, going first is a once in a lifetime thing. But like, they're like, you're going to go have fun. You're going to go enjoy yourself. And with like, what I thought about it is like my grandma would have loved for us to like tell her all the stories about the trip. So my sister and I, like I told her, I was like, I think that this trip is meant for like in honor of her. And so, you know, my friends had a big part. They're like, dude, she would love for you to honor her in like that way.
Straight up.
And so that's true.
Good way to look at it.
And we had the time of our lives. It was so much fun. I suggest it. If you ever want to go on a cruise, do it.
Okay, absolutely. Just, you know, I got to tell you a story with me. It was 2019. I was sitting at work, and my dad sprung on me a trip for my mom's birthday. It was literally like 3 weeks in advance. Lets me know. And he's like, hey, we're going on this trip. We're going to Mexico. You coming with?
I'll like, no option.
Right. You coming with. And I'll be honest with you. I'm counting money. I'm like, at the time, I'm trying to get this house.
Yeah.
I got this to do, got that to do. And I'm like, my guy comes in, one of my buddies, and sits with me. And something told me, Liz, something was like, tell him what's on your mind, being indecisive, like you said.
Yeah.
And I was. And he said, kind of back to the material thing. He said, those shoes are going to get old. You ain't going to want to wear that shirt. He said, but I'll tell you this, you're going to look back on your phone one day and look at that trip, and you're going to smile and laugh.
Yep. That's exactly what I got told.
Man, ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
And he was right.
That's true.
Absolutely right.
Like that's so true, because that's exactly what one of my friends also told me. Like he was like, dude, you're gonna like he did say, he's like, money comes and goes. You'll get this money back. He's like, eventually, somehow, some way, like you'll have it back. He's like, but the memories you won't. Like you literally go there and you making these memories, and it's like you're gonna appreciate for the rest of your life that you went to Turks and Caicos for your very first time. Like you can literally come back and say, oh my gosh, guys, I went to the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos. Like
straight up.
So I did. I went and I came back and I was like, I went to the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos.
Yes. Can't ever take that from you.
And you know, for me, like as someone who like doesn't travel a lot, like it's really, it's like to me, it's just like, it makes me so happy that like I was like, dang, am I being annoying? Like talking about this so much, but it's like, you know what, like I deserve it. I treated myself to it, and so I deserve to talk about it. And it's just, I shouldn't be annoying. Like,
I love that.
I don't know. I was like, get out of your mindset like that. And so I did. I talked about it a lot. And
good. Means you're happy.
Hopefully, if anyone got annoyed, I'm sorry, but I had fun. I had the time of my life, and I needed to tell you guys a story.
So. People that's listening, I think they'll get the gist of it. Travel. It just opens your mind. It helps your soul. It shows you there's more to the world than just your everyday thing.
Exactly. It's like, it's nice to get out of Oregon. I love Oregon, but it's nice to get
away. America, everything. You got to get out. You got to go to a place. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's where you gain those experiences of just whatever it is. And absolutely, I was glad. I don't speak a lick of Spanish, and I just had to figure it out, you know. Hey, and it is what it is.
They'll understand you.
Right. You know, they understand energy, right?
Exactly. And it's fun. I haven't been to Mexico in like 2 years, but I don't go to Mexico that much. But I love, when I did go, like, no, I went to my dad's, like, where he's from. Oh, so, like, going to that, like, versus, like, Cancun, like.
What state?
Nayarit.
Oh, okay. Where?
So he's from Tepic, Nayarit, which is like Tepic is like the capital.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, and so it's like a really big town. So yeah, like it was quite different from like going to Cancun and going to like Nayarit because like obviously Cancun's a big tourist place. Nayarit is not as much, but it was really nice. I have to go to check out where my mom's from, but
Definitely.
I haven't been, so that's my next one.
That's
I'm
the
going to
next.
Mexico in August though.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
to Baja, California.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Word.
like it's right there. I'm going to the Baja Festival.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See you there. I'm gonna show up too. I'm gonna need another
you
one
go.
by then.
There you go. We're gonna party.
Straight up, Liz.
No, it's fun.
Liz, if you could instantly master any language, what would it be, babe?
Oh gosh. That's a tough
Ooh.
one. I'm between French and Italian.
French and Italian.
Yeah, I mean Italian is like somewhat
Yeah.
like they have like little stuff about like Spanish, so I feel like it'd be really kind of a little easy.
Right.
But French, I have some friends that took French classes, and like when they talk, it's so cool.
Definitely. Sounds good too.
It sounds good. It's also like smooth.
I think for me, I gotta pick something where I want to live. I think I'm gonna go Italian.
Yeah,
I would love to live in Italy
me too.
or like Switzerland, Swiss. Yep, I'm gonna go Swiss.
Oh, there you
I
go.
could see myself being in Switzerland, chilling. I could really see that, Liz. I see the videos, I see the pictures. I'm like, oh, bet.
Yeah,
I'm going Swiss.
that's cool. No, I would like if like I had the choice or option to like go somewhere outside of like a different country. Like I don't know, like I would love to live in Italy. Like
Oh, so nice.
it's just so nice. And then I just remember like I watched Jersey Shore growing up.
Hey.
And when they went to Italy, so I'm like, oh, like I want to go.
Right?
It seems pretty cool. No, and like their food is so good.
Oh my gosh, the food.
I know.
I'd be in trouble, man.
Bros, I want to take a trip at least to go.
Yeah.
I think that's what I saw a TikTok, and it was like I think it's sinking. I think it's Italy that's sinking. I'm not sure which one.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one it is. I think it's that.
Vienna.
What? That is
Indiana?
wild.
Vienna.
Vienna.
Let's see.
Oh.
Kept pulling it up for us so we look.
Venice.
Venice. That's what
That's
it
so
is.
sad. Aren't they already like on boats there? Like
we
that's like
go.
their cars in a way.
Yeah.
So the water, what, is just rising up and they just struggling with that.
Sinking.
Oh, like it's going
Wow.
down.
It's going. The buildings are going down. Wow.
Yeah, the buildings are going down. They put inside of them. They put
Wow.
giant float tubes and stuff, and
Man.
everything.
Yeah. That's.
Build a city on water.
It's gonna
that's-
sink.
It's gonna sink. Yeah.
My high school was
Man.
sinking.
Was it?
Yeah.
Out in Medford?
Like one of the ends was sinking. They built it in like a pond area, like right there.
Oh, hello.
I know.
Shoot. No, go on. See. What high school did you go to?
I went to South Medford.
You went to
High
South?
school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys had a baller there years ago.
Yep.
Kyle Singler.
Yep.
You know? Oh,
We
okay.
did. He would volunteer, like help out at the Kids Unlimited there.
That
He was
dude.
really big. Like at Kids Unlimited. Obama went to Kids Unlimited to Medford.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, Obama went and he was
Dang.
at it's Kids Unlimited. It's like it's like a program. Like now it's
Word.
like a school, but like they have after school programs and a bunch of stuff and like basketball like leagues and all that.
Okay,
And so
okay.
Kyle Singler, like he like was a really big like idol there with that.
Man, Singler was nice.
He was really
He
good,
was.
yeah.
I used to watch him. Oh my gosh.
I
that
remember,
dude.
yeah, he came to my what year? I don't remember what year it was, but I just remember like he was really big. He signed. I don't remember what grade I was in, but he signed one of my yearbooks. I think it
That's
was either
what's
middle
up.
school or elementary. I'm not sure, something like that.
Dang,
But
Liz.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
Obama came, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy
They
too.
have a big picture of him in the Kids Unlimited halls.
Man,
nice.
that is wild. Another fun question for you, Liz. If you could witness any historical event, which would you choose?
Historical event. Oh, I don't know.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first. I don't know.
I think one of my favorite movies, I would, 300 Sparta,
No, I
the
haven't
Spartans, where they had to fight all the world powers. It's like, it's a movie based on this.
Uh-huh.
It's like these Spartans were like these legendary warriors, and like the politics wouldn't
no.
let them go to war. So the king right there, that's the King Leonidas. Shout out to my dude right there, Gerard Butler. He took 300 of his best people and he said, we're just going on a stroll. Talking about standing up for what you believe in too. He said, we're just going on a stroll. And the politician's like, well, he's the king. He can go on a stroll. But really, he was going towards where, who was the enemy? What was their names? Xerxes. And yeah, so Xerxes was this dude that was conquering all of the world. And they were like the last one. So the Persians, that's what the name of them. So he went on this stroll to this corridor where like they had to get through, but the corridor made their numbers just go ahead and narrow down.
Okay.
And it was just like an all out war for like a long time. And they like held the line for super long. It was crazy.
Oh.
So I think I would do that. I would definitely want to witness it. I wouldn't want to be a part of it, but I'll just stand on the side and kind of check it out.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. Movie based on it. The movie kind of fluffs it a little, of course, but yeah, it's a real thing.
I always do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Ain't that?
It's because the movie is based off.
Yeah. Thank you, Kev. Crazy. That'd be wild to see.
I would.
Because the quote unquote the other guys, the Persian people, they had like millions of people. So it was like 300 versus millions of people. And they just kept trying to get through this corridor, but they just held it for however long.
That's cool.
And the crazy part is,
That's
like,
crazy, if
you kill the king, then you're going to war. Now they can go to war because you just killed the king. So it's crazy. Yeah, lone survivor took the story. So that's what I would do. I would witness that.
I don't know.
Man.
Ask me another question.
All right, I got another
one.
She's like, shoot, I didn't do much history. It's all good. I didn't either, babe.
History was not my best subject.
I feel you. What's the most outrageous thing you've done for love or a friendship? Back to that validation.
What haven't I done? I feel like I do too much for people. Actually.
What's something that stands out where you're just like...
Let's see. For like love, I would say like isolating myself.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Cut people off.
Yep. I think that's one of my biggest I was disappointed in myself for that.
This is important. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately there's people who take advantage of that. So
100%, you know, like we live and we learn, don't get me wrong, but like for like love, like with relationship, like I did my last relationship, not, you know, it had its rough patches. I mean, it had its good times too, but I think overall, like my big lesson I learned there is to like not necessarily not put them first, but like what I did was like they were the only thing I had. Like,
gotcha.
I obviously still had my friends, but I barely saw them. I, again, going back to like, I stopped going out. I isolated myself from like the real world because it's like, I felt like I had to.
Ooh. Family too?
Yeah.
Really?
But I used to be super close to my cousins and like for a while, like I completely stopped hanging out with them.
Dang.
And so it's like that's like one of my biggest things about me that I hated about myself is that I let that happen. But like, you know, I obviously had fault because like I made the choice to do that.
Right.
Like no one put a gun to my head or anything. But like but it is something that my stomach. I'm hungry.
Sorry,
good. Guys.
I know I'm hungry too.
No, but yeah, that's that. I think that's my biggest. Like that goes over everything is cutting them off. You know, and like thankfully, like my friends, like, you know, after like everything happened, whatever, you know, some relationships don't work out.
Right.
But I think after that, like my friends were, like they understood. They're like, oh, you know, it's love, it's young love, it's whatever. And that person just, I don't know. I feel
why do you think people like do that? Like, I'm not saying you, like obviously you just said your part, but why do you think the other person like wants that?
Insecurities. I would say one of the biggest things is insecurities. Like, you know, they won't admit to it, they won't show it, but deep down, like, and I know you guys have been through that. Like, absolutely. At one point, like you're insecure about something, and that's why like you choose to like take kind of control over it. And,
Right.
you know, so like, I do think that that's a big factor is that. And it's just, I don't know, like, and it can be in friendships as well. Like, you know, some friends, like, they like to,
ship,
like, it's like, you're my only friend. Like, you're my own, like, no one else can be your friend.
Oh, yeah. People get possessive quick.
Exactly. And I feel like, you know, in relationships and friendships, like, I just feel like the person who is doing that is thinking that that's okay because you're also like, you know, the other person's giving it to them at the same time. Like, I'm not gonna say like, I gave it to it. Like, I gave it to my last relationship. I was like, you know, yeah, whatever you say, whatever, it's how it's gonna go. But
a little bit of narcissism.
Yes, the narcissism, and it's like, what's the other? There's another word for this. Controlling, I guess you could say.
It's a safe space, Liz. So let's talk your talk. It's a safe space. So,
you know, it's just, I don't know, huh?
Sadist.
Yeah, like it's like, you know, I don't know the word for it, but it's again like you said, narcissist. There's another word. My goodness, I can't think of the word, but
you good.
Those are the two big ones, I think.
Right.
And possessive.
Possessive, yeah. Definitely.
But
definitely.
And like, you know, maturity as well.
True.
Because I do feel like, for example, if you don't let your friend or your partner like, you know, have an outside life other like not, you know, you have your life together and you're growing as a person, but you also have to like do it a little alone.
You got to.
Yeah, like you have to have your own alone time, like your own you time, like it has to, or else like, you know, it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, like,
man, Liz, you gotta. One thing I had to realize the hard way is you gotta be the best you to be the best anything else.
You know, when they say like love yourself before loving someone else.
Ooh, talk that talk.
It's true. Like, you know, sometimes it takes another person to show you like what who you truly are and like how much you truly love yourself. But like, it is true. Like, I do agree with try to like be the best version you can before being with someone else. Cause like, it's like, you know, you're not a healer. You know, you can be. You can help someone, guide them through like their healing process, but I don't think that it's necessarily like anyone's responsibility. But
and that's why balance is important.
There you go.
Balance. You gotta have a healthy dose of taking care of you, getting where you want to be, and then then eventually teaming up with somebody else. I mean, balance is key, man.
Yeah, and it's like,
because to answer that question, Liz, I'm gonna tell you real quick. Mine, to answer that question, I said was just holding on too long.
There you go. That's
just
one
holding
thing.
on too long.
And holding on to something that's not there sometimes.
Right.
Like
you want it to be there so bad. You want it so bad, but it becomes toxic because now you're holding on. I have this picture put up in my house where it's a hand holding another one, but it has like a string cutting off the circulation, and all you gotta do is let go, and you're back to life.
Yeah.
But that first step is tough.
It's
man.
tough.
I tell you. Shoot.
To take that step is hard.
Absolutely.
And like, but sometimes it has to happen. Like, you know, it is true. Like sometimes the person you're with, or a friend, whatever. Again, it's like they're not helping you grow. They're like holding you back. So it is okay to like walk away. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. It'll hurt. It'll suck. You're gonna feel these feelings for sure. But
go through all the emotions.
Let yourself feel, and it's like you'll realize sooner rather than hopefully later that it was all for the best. And you know, things happen for a reason. And sometimes a person is in your life to show you a lesson, and some people are here to show you like what it is to be like a true person. And yeah, I don't know.
No.
Some people lose themselves in the imaginary situation of love, or you know, all that. It's like
for real.
Like, don't do that.
Man, love is such a drug. Like I tell people, love is a drug. It's in moderation of it. You're going to be in love. You're going to have withdrawals. You're going to be on highs. You're going to be possessive of it, just like a drug, man. It's crazy.
It is. It's true. Like love is a drug. Like you said, it is. And it can be addicting. Like maybe sometimes that's all you want, but you don't need it at the moment.
Thank you.
It's good to have it.
Absolutely.
I do think it's good to have it. And some people, it's like, some people seek for it too hard. And it's like, just let it come to you when it's your right time.
Right.
That's what I put in my head. It's like the right person will come when it's time.
Straight up. They will. And that's what's so crazy about this journey of life. Because if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
21.
21. You gonna go through all these experiences.
Yeah.
You already been through a lot. But eventually you're gonna go through more and more, and you're gonna be like, dang, I'm really finding out a lot about myself. How am I gonna react to this? If this happens, what am I gonna do about that? Like, there's so much. I'm still going through that. We all is.
We all are. We're still growing, and we're learning throughout everything that happens. You learn, and you live and you learn, and you have to continue.
Even when you don't think you're gonna make it through, you like, man, I know I have. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna live and learn from this.
The past 2 years, that was my mindset, and it's like that. This year, it's like that. I don't know. It's just I guess not overnight, but like I realized that what you just said is true.
Absolutely, you got it. I'm not even worried about you. That's one of our previous guests said that, and I like that you said that, Liz. He said, "I never lose. I just have lessons." And I was like, bruh, like when he said that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so true. Sure, I've heard it before maybe, but just hearing him say that, I was like, it's true. If you have that mindset, that's going to help you through so much more than just thinking you taking L's as losses.
There you go. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Scaling it back, Liz, I got a fun question for you because I got a fun story for you. What was your most embarrassing dating experience? Have you ever been on a date and something you're just like, oh my gosh, how is this happening?
I'm a big like.
Ooh, I'd love you set up for this.
I don't know.
Safe space, Liz.
Like
talk
embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Oh goodness.
Cringy. Whatever you want to throw at me. Des need to know. I need to hear this.
Gosh, I haven't been on a date in a minute. but like the last time I went on a date, or like a couple dates ago, I'm not a messy eater. I promise, I'm not a messy eater. But like like my luck is like I just drop everything on me.
Right.
So I dropped all my food on top of me.
Oh.
And in front of like the person I was on the date with.
No.
And it's like, oh, this is really embarrassing. And it's like, I promise, like I'm not like this. And then like, I don't know.
Were you nervous?
I was nervous. I mean, I get nervous. Like I'm a shy person.
Right.
Yeah. So like being like awkward is like, I'm kind of there. So if I'm awkward right now, I'm sorry. But like,
you good. You chilling. Safe space, Liz. Safe space.
No, but I don't know. Like obviously it's not super embarrassing, but yeah, like that's happened. And like.
So you spilled, what were you eating?
Burgers. We were
burgers and
it was
fries?
just like I picked it up and then like I don't know, it all fell apart. Like it was like it
was it In-N-Out Burger?
No, we went to I don't know, we went to like this pub and they had burgers.
Dang.
I don't remember where it was. But I don't know, it's not that embarrassing, but
dang.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, actually, yes. I have another one.
I thinking about okay. What's up?
I used to wear like really tight jeans or something, and then one time I wouldn't call it a date. We were hanging out.
Okay.
We were hanging out, and we were at the park, and I was running, and they weren't super tight, but they were just like American Eagle jeans, and they ripped all right here.
Oh no!
So, like literally, my ass was out, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I gotta go home." And then but like,
what was y'all doing? Playing tag or something?
We were kicking a ball. We were literally kicking soccer. Man. Like we were just had a soccer ball. And I was running, and then that was it. And then I was like, "Damn." What's yours?
Tough.
Hear me.
That's tough. That's tough. I think you got me beat with that.
Okay, no,
but I'm gonna still say mine. I
don't know.
The ripped pants.
The ripped pants. That one was crazy.
You see that in movies.
That was the second time. Like that's the second time it happened to me. One time it happened to me like, and it like same thing. Like not like it was like more this way, but like. My pants ripped at school and I didn't even notice. Like I just like, but it was lunchtime when I like went, and I think it happened at that time. It was high school, and I was like, what the heck? And like
felt the breeze.
Literally felt the breeze. I was like, oh my gosh. And like I was with my friends. I was gonna get off to get tacos, and thankfully I did not get off. But like I noticed, and then I was like, my friends were in the back, and I was like, oh my gosh, guys. I was like, you guys have to get off by yourselves. Like I'm not getting off.
They didn't see it. They couldn't be like, yo, Liz.
No, like I guess no one paid attention, which. Thanks for not looking at my ass, but like,
right.
I'm like, I was like, no one paid attention, but
I don't know, man. Have my back, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I swear, if someone did see this, like, and nobody told me anything, that's messed up. That's fucked.
Yeah.
pretty messed up.
That's crazy. I'll be like, if I got a booger in my nose, tell me I got a booger in my nose. Like, help me.
I know.
Man.
I'm like,
help me
win,
like, man. Straight up. That's
what's
why
yours
we gotta,
though? Tell me.
Man. This is years ago. Years. But went on this date. This girl I had a crush on, big time. So much that I asked my dad if I could use his car. I think I was a senior in high school. It's like,
it's that serious.
Parents got the cars, you know. I'm like, shoot. Well, what was he pushing? He had a Ford Ford Expedition, white one, still remember. And I was like, all right, Pops, got this date. Can I get the keys to the truck? Boom. He was like, all right, don't you ever crash it. I was like, yeah, I didn't crash it.
Okay.
I'm not even going to hype it there. So pick up my date. We go out to burgers and fries too. And as you see, I talk with my hands a lot. So we get our food right. We're sitting there and she looking good. I'm like, dang, man. Like, I'm really, like, shoot, I got the date. We good. I'm feeling right. I'm too hyped, though. Liz, I'm talking with her. I had a big old, I think it was a Coke. This back when I used to drink soda. Bow. Knocked it all her way. Food drenched. Yeah. She's drenched. I was like, bruh. Sick.
That's crazy.
No second date after that. I was hurt, man.
Really? No second date at all?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, good talk.
I used to talk. When was it?
Crazy, man.
Also, like, I think it was my junior year of high school as well. I was talking to someone and we went to, it used to be a big thing back in my hometown, car meets. Car shows and all that. And so like we went and like I used to drive a BMW 325i and it like we were driving and like we were in the car and I was driving and I was like, it wasn't a date. We had already been hanging out for a while and like they were in the passenger seat and then their siblings were in the back and one of my other friends was in the back. And I was driving and like, okay, the cop showed up. And so I'm like, dude, we gotta go. I hopped in my car and like, we're going and like, there's a lot of cars going out and I'm talking over here. Like, I'm not paying attention to whatever I'm doing over there. I'm driving and I'm talking. And then all of a sudden I just hit the car in front of me and I'm like, oh my gosh.
No.
And then, I was like, no way. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, this can't happen right now. But especially we're like trying to get out of here because there's a bunch of cops behind us. Like, they're trying to get us out. And then like, oh my God, thankfully, I have the car turned into this other parking lot, and thankfully, it's my current coworker from the restaurant I was working at the time. Okay. And I'm like, oh my gosh! I was like, it's you. I'm like, not that it's good. I'm so sorry that I hit your car, but like, I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, there's no way. I was like, I thought you were gonna be someone else, and they were gonna yell at me, and they're gonna get so mad, and I couldn't do this right now. And then she's like, is my car okay? I was like, yeah, no, there's nothing. There's literally nothing wrong. My bumper got like a little indent.
It's
like,
good. Your car ain't hurt.
Yeah, I was mine's. I was like, mine's fine too. It's like,
right.
Okay.
Look, I can write. Look, we good.
I was like, just, there you go.
Right. Like when you hurt your younger sibling, you're like, it's okay. It don't hurt. It don't hurt. They're crying.
Yeah. No, I'm like, don't yell.
Nah.
My mom's coming.
Right, mom's coming. Yeah, I'd be like, oh shoot. So they were chill though. They were chill with it.
Yeah,
kinda.
I was like, oh my God, thank gosh.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good.
Life is funny, mate. Life is funny at times.
It's crazy though. Have you had any have you ever crashed or anything?
Knock on wood. I had a little fender bender just once. Years ago again, but I wasn't in the wrong, honestly. I was going down this street, River Road area.
Oh, yeah. Busiest road ever.
Yeah. Going down River Road. It was late, probably like 10, 11 at night. And I had a green. Yes, I had a green world. I did. I'm going straight through. But someone shot on the intersection. Oh, sure. I think they were trying to, I don't know what they were doing. They were high school kids. I clipped them. And that was that. They kept trying to go, but I was like, oh, heck no. So I follow them, and they finally pulled over. And my first question was like, are you guys okay? And they're like, yeah. They were terrified. And then there was no damage, though, at all. Yeah. And, yeah, that was it. Knock on wood. That was it. I had one time, this one scares me looking back, but I pulled a lean in to grab something from the back seat on the freeway. Yeah. And I kind of took my eyes off. I did take my eyes off the road. And the person that was with me had to like straight up just like shake me and be like, dude, look, and like I had to slam the brakes because I would have rear-ended them so bad.
Yeah. Oh
You
my
know,
gosh,
going
that
like 60.
happened. That did also happen to my friends and I.
Scary.
Yeah, we were having a little like they bought a disco thing at the dollar store, and it was like we like had music in the car, and we were going, and it was on River, like going onto Bentline from River Road.
Oh, okay, where?
And we were going, and like I was just going, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was like singing to the song, and I was like, oh my god, whatever. And then we had all the lights going off, and then there was a car in front of me, but like his brakes were super like dimmed out.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like, I didn't see him, and like I knew like. My friend that was in the front seat, she's like, dude, slow down. I stepped on the brake and my car went, like, the brake just, like, squeaked so loud. And, like, I, like, literally, like, drifted. And I was like, oh, my gosh. And I, like, missed it by, like, this much.
Oh, my god.
It was so scary. I was like, oh, my god.
You keep that good energy with you, though, so you protected. I'm glad that didn't happen.
Oh, yeah, but River Road is crazy. It is crazy.
Man, that road is so frustrating.
I hate it. And it's always under construction. I used to live over there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Me too.
when I first moved over here.
Okay.
It's always under construction.
Yeah,
So
it is.
So annoying.
I lived out like River Loop too. That's where my parents are still. Like I'll drive there to this day and be like, gosh, this is such a drive, man. Like,
yeah.
And then, you know, people, I'm going to be honest, they just act like they don't know how to drive sometimes. I'm like,
exactly.
Come on, man.
No, it's annoying.
Yeah, just coasting through life. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to get places, man.
That, and you know what sucks about Eugene? And fun fact, I found this out.
What's up?
Eugene was the first city to have one ways.
What?
Apparently, yeah. I don't know, look it up. But I saw it on TikTok. Oh my gosh, TikTok's like my best friend. But I saw it on TikTok.
Shout out TikTok.
And it's like fun facts about like the US or something like that. And Eugene was the first place to have one ways.
That's wild. Oh, Google concurs.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I know.
That's wild.
No, but that's my biggest thing about Eugene is it's one ways.
All the one ways.
I hate it.
It's people.
Like,
yeah.
And then no one knows how to drive. I'm not saying I'm any better, but like
I just don't like inconsiderate drivers.
For reals.
Like if you're going 50 in the left lane on the freeway, like just hop over. That's all. Just look and be like, okay, he's behind me. He's trying to go. Like, come on.
Exactly. No, I hate it. I hate that. Like people, I know I get like a little bit of road rage, but we all do. I know. I'm like, dude, go, go. When I was coming here, I was like, there's no way. I'm like, it's literally almost 8:30, and I'm like, and why is there traffic? Like,
why? Like, where's everyone going?
Exactly. And then I'm like, and it's always caused by one single car.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then I'm like, dude, oh my gosh, one time we were driving right here, and same thing, like everybody was like, for some reason, like, one car caused the whole like highway to literally stop. And this because they were just going slow. And then some people like got mad, and then finally the car started going, and then someone crashed. Like literally like bad, like head on. Like I was like, damn. I was like seeing like it's those people that are in a hurry that it's like this happens.
Make that. But if you recall, if you look at the DMV book, they say a slow driver can be just as dangerous.
That's true.
They do say that. I still remember that.
That's why it's like you can't. If you go slow, you can't get pulled over. It's like, why are you going so slow?
Exactly.
Like you're messing up everybody else, and then people are like going fast. It's like,
it bugs me too. Like I'm a blinker. I use a blinker. I do. It bugs me when they don't, man. Because I be like, bro, like, come on, man. Like tell me what you doing.
Click it. That's it.
I'm a blinker. I just believe in communication. I do.
There you go.
If you hit the light, you're telling me you going this way. That's all I ask, mate.
Exactly.
That's my thing. I got a fun question on this topic too. Do you get mad at the person driving, or do you get mad at just the car?
The person, because you're literally controlling the whole car, and it's like, what? Like one time, some people, like there's been times where people get mad at me for no reason, and then they get road rage, and then it makes me get road rage because I'm like, why are you being an ass? Like, why are you going so slow? And now you're brake checking me because you're literally going slow, so I'm on your ass. It's like, what do you expect me to do? And and then like they'll flip me off, and I'm like, have a good day. I'm like,
good. I'm glad you do that.
Yeah.
Just hit them with the wave. Don't give them that energy.
Yeah,
no, it's not worth it.
Dude, but like there's been times where I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'll be one to say that I have been like, I flip people off too sometimes. I'm like, if you're gonna piss me off, you're gonna piss me off.
Man.
No, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, yeah. I think the slow drivers give me more than the fast drivers. Fast drivers, it just tells me, yeah, you might be impatient, but hey, you just trying to do your thing and get some. They're just doers.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, I'm just trying to go. Okay, I'll jump to the right lane. God bless you. Go on.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like when I'm going fast and someone's still on my ass, I'm like, okay, like now this is where this is going.
Right.
So I'm like, should I brake check you? So I'm like, I'm about to.
Cause you pushing what, 70, 75?
Yeah, I'll be like going like on the freeway, like I'm a speeder, so I'll be speeding, like I'll be going like 75, whatever between there.
You got Kevin smiling. Kevin be zooming too.
No, yeah. The state troopers love me. I love my car. Like I think at one point my friends are like, dude, I think your car is like registered on their thing or something, because like I like going home, like the commute drive obviously is like all freeway, and so it's like I'm speeding and I've gotten pulled over, like, dang. You know, like knock on wood, sorry, but like
knock on wood.
I don't want to get pulled over anymore.
Man.
No. But yeah, and then like I went to Washington like for Halloween weekend.
Oh, okay. Well,
I went to Washington. Or not Halloween weekend, for like Halloween weekend, yeah. But like I went to Washington, and like, have you seen the Biggies, the Buzz Balls?
No.
You never had them? Oh my gosh, don't have them.
Oh no.
No, you'll probably think it's juice, honestly.
Juice?
You'll probably think it's just juice, but like it's not. It's
alcohol?
It's alcoholic drink.
Oh, is it good though?
No. But like I'm saying, like I feel like you'd like it. Like you think it's juice, those. Yes, they're the most disgusting things ever.
Ooh.
Tastes like straight up acid. But don't get me wrong,
Why'd you drink it?
When you're drunk, no, because when you first start drinking it, they taste like juice. Like honestly, it's like after time, like they start tasting like acid. And and so
now
like that green one, trauma. That red one, trauma. The brown one, I think it's chocolate. That tastes like milk chocolate.
Word?
But anyways.
Is it strong?
Yeah, it's 15% of alcohol.
15?
There's little cups like this big and like this round that have 15%. Those big ones are like 7 of the small little ones.
What?
Yeah, so those were pretty popular. Those are the small ones. Those contain 15%.
Dang. Get you straight to the point.
Yes, it's literally like a Four Loko. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give you a Desi juice, and it's in the same round container, but we're going to have some health as well. We're going to have Desi juice.
No, but anyways, so they used to not sell the big ones here in Oregon. They only in California and Washington.
Why is that?
I don't know. Like that.
Gotcha.
But so they barely started selling them here like a couple months ago, like 2 months ago. And so it was Halloween weekend, obviously. My friends and I were throwing little parties and whatever.
What you dress up as?
First night, I was a prisoner. I was my friend's prisoner because she was a SWAT or whatever.
Okay, word.
Second night, I was Soldier Boy.
Hey.
I had the glasses. I had the whole fit. Like I have everything. Like I'll show you a picture in a minute. But
okay.
And then the third night, it was a whole weekend bender. So it was like the third night, I was part of Magic Mike. I had the tie and everything.
That's what's
like
up, Liz.
one of my other friends like let me borrow one of his tank tops or whatever.
Yep.
And so I had that. But so for Halloween weekend, my friends were wanting to get the big buzz balls.
Right.
And I'm like, the only place that they sell them is in Washington. And so we called up some liquor stores in Washington. We're like, hey, like, do you guys have buzz balls? And then they're like, yeah, we have the biggies. And I was like, I was like, okay, whatever. It's like right on the border. While I was going, like my friends and I, we got up super early one morning and we left and we were literally crossing over the Columbian River.
Okay.
And like once you cross it, you hit Washington, obviously. So like,
right.
Literally getting off the bridge, the bridge is still going 65. Once you get off the bridge, the speed limit changes to 55.
Okay.
And so I didn't notice that, and I was still going 65. There's a state trooper from Washington right there outside the bridge. And so he gets me, and then so I was like, oh my gosh, there was like a huge like brick wall. Mm-hmm. Right over that brick wall was the store that I was supposed to go to. So the guy's like, yeah, well, you gotta give me a ticket. And I was like, damn. And so I was like, whatever. So then we get to the liquor store, we get those, and then I'm like, well, I was like, I got a ticket for these, and I'm like, it's not worth it.
Nah.
But it was.
How much was the ticket?
Oh, he like gave it pretty low. It was like $115.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not bad. But I'm like, but the man did not let me explain anything. Like, he like literally just came up to my car and he's like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't even give me the ticket. He gave my friend the ticket. Like he handed it to her, and he was talking to her like if she was the one driving. I'm like, okay, I'm right here, but it's okay.
Man. Yeah.
Oh.
That's tough. That's always tough.
But yeah, those biggies, I wouldn't. They get you. They give you like they're super sugary. So.
Ooh, okay. That'll hit you.
Yeah, the next morning it'll hit you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a Desi juice in this in the same bottle. It's gonna be all healthy though.
Yeah, literally. I need that instead of that.
The biggies.
I can't do that.
I tell you, man. I tell you. Is that your favorite drink, or what's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink. Gosh, I love a good tequila press.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a big vodka girly, so I don't know.
I don't like.
I like it's rubbing alcohol to me.
Tequila will go.
Also, like I like a tequila sunrise. I like when I'm in Mexico, when I was in Cancun, I was a big fan of mojitos.
Ooh, okay.
I tried a Moscow Mule for the very first time. I don't think I'm a ginger girl either, so.
Okay, see, I like Moscow Mules.
You do?
I do, yeah.
I think it's just.
I'm a sipper nowadays. I just be. Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's literally my drink. Right it's just sparkling water with squished lemon and yeah.
And don't they say like if tequila, like it's a pure good tequila, like it's not even bad for you. Like if it's a pure tequila that's just not processed like through a bunch of manufacturers, you're good.
We got to go to when I was in Mexico, I went to Tequila in Jalisco, and we got to go to the Jose Cuervo factory.
Ooh.
And it's pretty cool. Dude, the plants smell when like because they burn them, like they like steam them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To get all like the moisture stuff out of the leaves.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, like it's agave.
It stinks.
It stinks.
Ew,
It smells really bad, but it's pretty cool to see how tequila is made, and like
cool.
they'll give you like little shot glasses like for testers, and it's like the well done, like the well cured ones, and then like the blancos. There's reposado. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of reposado. I hate reposado. It's too strong.
I'm glad the smell didn't discourage you. Like you were like, "Ooh, I don't want tequila no more."
It's just yeah, like no, but like because I don't know what it does to get the smell that strong, but like the smell of it is just when it's in the making, it's gross. I don't know, it's not good, but it's pretty cool. Like we got to see all that, and then they gave us a free little bottle of Jose Cuervo.
Hey,
at the end. So I'm like, oh, there you go. Like my mom kept it. What's your favorite drink?
Ooh, good question. It depends on the season.
Okay.
I hate to say that, but it does. Like if it's cold out, I'm gonna go with something dark. So probably like Crown Royal.
Oh.
Really? What?
Crown Royal. The peach Crown Royal. I like the peach Crown Royal.
Yeah, the peach.
But like the
or the
Crown
green
Royal.
apple.
The green apple one, no.
No?
I don't
peach
know.
is the best, but.
One alcohol that I can't drink is Jaeger.
Jaeger,
no. Jaeger bomb ruined it for me. I popped the Jaeger bomb. I dropped it into the cup, and then I went to go drink it, and the shot didn't tip over. I drank all the Red Bull first, and then the shot tipped over, and then I was like, oh, this is disgusting.
Liz. Oh, yeah. No, I'm good on Jaeger. I tried that. I was like, oh my gosh. And just the whole environment that I tried it in, I just wasn't feeling it.
Me too. That,
You know, it's like,
Were you on a date?
Was on a date. No, I was just at a little function, just doing my little two-step, you know, taking what I could get that time of life. But
No. I know I can't do it. Some of my friends really like them, but I'm like, that's disgusting.
Right. So to summertime tequila, yes. Summertime tequila for sure.
Yeah. Are you a beer person?
I am.
You like it? What's your favorite beer?
Honestly, I just go Corona. Corona and a lime. I'm good.
That's good.
Sit me at a barbecue. Life as well.
You're invited to the carne asada.
It's carne asada, you know, some lengua tacos.
Yep.
Ooh, girl, I'm living.
Gosh.
I'm living. Give me about 12 tacos, street tacos.
There you go.
Munch.
Oh, I want some. I've been craving tacos.
Man, let me tell you.
No, yeah. I like Modelo and Corona.
Modelo, yeah. Modelo for sure.
Going back to Mexico, when I went to Mexico, all they drink there is like Tecate, which is like, I'm like, they got like big pint, like things of my cousins ordered it, and like we had to finish it. Like you serve yourself, right?
Right.
It's pure tecate, and I couldn't. It's like tecate to me tastes a little. It tastes like watered down.
Does it?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
watered down.
What's the drinks that's called? Oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Has the red on it, tahine on it.
No, not mangoneadas. Micheladas.
Yep.
Oh,
Those
micheladas are good.
are fire.
Yeah.
Those are fire.
I used to get the ones in the cans, the Modelo micheladas.
Oh, yep.
My grandma used to love the Budweiser ones. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I was craving one yesterday too. I was like, oh, should I get a tall can?
Man.
But I'm like, no, beer bloats me. But if I'm going to get straight, if I want to get like, if I'm going to go have fun, I'll just drink tequila. But I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink like I'll drink
same
here and there.
Same,
but
moderation.
Yeah.
But, I'll sip a beer, especially summer. You get done, like, I don't know, doing something, working out or something. I'll just take a beer, call it good.
Yeah. No.
My ex-girlfriend, she's Hispanic. We were together for years, and just all the food, all the drinks. I was like, man, it was good. I missed that part of life. That was good.
That was good. Yeah. I've always wanted to like, I don't know, try like, I've always been like wanting to try different culture kind of foods and drinks. And like, it started off with like, I used to work at a sushi place.
Yes.
And so they had a lot of soju and sake.
Sake.
Our house sake. My sister really liked our house sake.
You like raw sushi then?
No.
Yeah, I have to have cooked salmon.
Yep, me too. I can't. The texture, it's the texture of the fish. Yeah. It's the taste of it, and I'm like, oh, am I gonna get sick? Like, you never know. Like, obviously, and the thing is, at the restaurant I worked at, like, I obviously saw how it got prepared, but like,
right.
I just never could. Like, the chefs and the sushi chefs would always make my sister, because my sister and I worked there,
right.
And so whenever we would order stuff, like, we would order, I don't know, she'd order a certain roll, and that she likes raw fish, and he'd always like make half of hers and half of mine on the same plate because he knows that I didn't like it.
And
yes. I tried like cooked salmon or like still on top of like, or no, it was raw salmon on top of the sushi for the first time with like little lemon slices. Right. I was able to eat it like that because I think the lemon slice canceled it out, but I can't. I'm not. And I love seafood. I love seafood.
Me too. It's like me with lengua. You like lengua?
No. I will eat it here and there, but I'm not the biggest fan.
Gotcha. It's so fun story for you. When I first had lengua, they was feeding me. I was smacking them. Liz, I'm telling you, 10 deep, 11 deep, going in, pretty much with it. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just regular street tacos. Man, they were dressed up too. So cilantro was on there, guacamole, everything was on there. And then they told me what it was. I ate 2 more. I didn't even care at that point.
No, I can't. It's the texture for me.
Now I tried it by itself. Just grab some lengua and eat it. Like after cooking, I was hurt.
Yeah, mine has to be completely packed. Like it has to literally have a lot of onion, a lot of cilantro, a lot of sauce, salsa, a lot of lemon because I can't eat it. Like my grandma used to make it all the time.
Absolutely.
And crazy thing, I used to literally see it be made. Like literally, my uncles used to do that. Yeah, and I'm like, they were no what's it called? What are they called? Butchers?
Oh yeah, the butchers.
Yeah, they were nothing. Like they didn't do that. We just like at my grandma's house, like for big parties, they killed sheep. They do that stuff like for like big huge parties. And once they did a cow, and I literally saw them. I'm like, oh my gosh. The head? Yeah, everything. I was like, because like my uncles used to have like my grandma's property super huge, and so they used to like have a huge tree in front of the house, and that's where like they would do everything. And like I'm like, oh, us little kids, my cousins and I would just see and like, oh my god, like I don't know how.
Oh, you saw it.
I was not traumatized, but like, like pigs.
Ooh,
and it's only been a couple times, but like I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
But no, and I also don't like the smell.
And the smell.
The smell of it, it's not good.
That's why I was surprised with the tequila part. The smell just I'd be good old lengua. I tell you, mate.
I love al pastor. Al pastor and carne asada are my go-tos.
Honestly, me too. Honestly, those are
my go-tos because those are like the good ones. I am so excited to go home because they have a food truck there that's super good.
For real,
their tacos have always been. It's called La Torta Loca. To me, it's super good. Like
shout out to tortas, man.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh. I have a friend who's Colombian.
Oh.
She's had never had a torta.
Oh no.
And we took her there. I took her to go see my hometown, and we took her there, and she got it. She went with me one time, and we were supposed to go get some in the morning, but they were closed. Dude, so good.
Towards us, that's you making me hungry, y'all.
We went.
Knowing I can't have one right now.
We went. They weren't open. So then, like recently, like a month ago, we went. They all went. All my friends from here, and she's from LA too. So like,
okay.
I don't know, over there, like burritos are a big thing. I mean, everything over there is a big thing. Like, but she just had never had a torta, and so we took her and we got her a torta, and she tried it, and she's like, dude, this is really good.
Heck yeah.
And then like their burritos at that stand are like the size of my head, so like they're literally this big. Like I have a picture. My friend's holding a burrito like right in front of her.
And what
face.
It cost like $8.
It was $8.
Yeah, $8.
Like that's the thing. Like, and
good.
I've seen a lot of like taco trucks. Like their prices are pretty expensive, but like for a good decent sized burrito for $8, that's good.
That's a good deal.
Yeah,
I tell you, man. Speaking of, Liz, well, scaling it back real quick, I wanted to ask your perspective because you're just such a chill person, Liz. That's what I love about you, and that's why I wanted to have you on and have this convo.
Thank you.
How has your perspective on the world changed over the years, say since COVID?
I don't know. I've seen a lot of things. Obviously, like I'm not a big person to speak like on politics or anything like that. Like I'm not a big, or stuff like that.
Same.
But like obviously seeing stuff like, for example, right now what's going on like in Gaza and like all that. Like I'm not gonna sit here and like talk about it. I'm not super educated on it, which wish I was a little bit more.
Right.
But what's going on with that? Like that to me is like that's our world right now, and to me it's really crazy because it's like. It's not how it's supposed to be.
It's
like,
not.
It's super sad to see all that's happening, going down. Like when COVID hit, like I never thought that the world would literally shut down. Like
wasn't that crazy?
Yeah, like I think back at it and it's like, wow, like these streets used to be empty. Like no one went out, no one did anything. And so like like that happened. And it's like to me it's like that wasn't real. Like it does not feel like 2020 was a real year.
It like boomeranged us through time.
Exactly,
like I feel like it was a blur, a big blur.
And like it really messed up a lot with like my life because like obviously like it was my senior year of high school.
Oh wow.
And so like I lost a lot of my stuff for like
Dang it.
and like class of 2020 completely like my cousins, I have friends that are class of 2020 who like didn't get their full graduation or didn't like get like all that, their senior prom or whatever. And juniors, like my class, we didn't get a junior prom or a senior prom, but we
and that messes with you.
Yeah, it's like you didn't get everything. Like we saw how class of 2019 got it, and then we saw how class of 2020 got it. We got it a little bit better than them, but like, and then we go back and we see how like 2 years later, it's like class of 2022, like everything went back to normal.
Back to normal.
And it's like, wow. But I do see like the world is not what it is. It could be better, and I wish it was, because like there's a lot of stuff going on around the world that is like really like bad. Like I wish I was a lot more educated on it.
How do you cope with those uncertainties in life? Because I mean, I think everyone inherently feels it. Even if you turn a blind eye to what's going on in the world, you still feel it. Like there's no way you can go la-di-da through the day and be like, oh no, there's wars going on, all this crazy stuff. How do you deal with those uncertainties in life, or just in your personal life?
Well, it's just like, again, back to what I said earlier, like being grateful for what you have. Because like I said, there is people that have it a lot worse than a lot of us, but like there's people dying or passing.
Can't pay the bills.
Yeah,
can't
like
eat.
do stuff like that, like, or don't have food on the table or blanket, shoes, whatever. And it's like, again, when you said like the materialistic of stuff, like it's like appreciating all of the stuff that you have. And like one thing is like what my parents always grew up telling me is like, there's kids out there that don't have what you have, so appreciate it. And that is one big thing that I, to this day, like I appreciate everything that I have. And sometimes I feel like I am being a little ungrateful where I'm at and who I am and what I have. And so I take it back. I'm like, dude, like I think about all that stuff, like what's going on right now.
That's huge.
And like, there's a lot more that we could do, we should do. And just like right now for the people like in Gaza and stuff like that, like Eh, praying for everybody.
Absolutely.
Like hoping and like, just that the world can take control and be
Man.
better. And like, and if you're like someone like me who isn't as educated, like, it's take your time, like to like read about it or like learn about it a little bit more, even though like
Right.
if you don't want to like,
Absolutely.
put your own opinion out there, like, at least you know what's going on.
Yeah.
And like, that's one thing that I've been trying to do a lot is like,
Yeah.
going about that. But
I think what I love about you, Liz, is you got that balance though. Like you're aware to that, but you also realize yet again being grateful, being appreciative. You gotta count your blessings. That's a
Yep.
huge thing in life. Count your blessings, because if you look in the past, you're gonna have regret. You look too forward in the future, you're gonna have anxiety. So you gotta focus on the moment.
yep.
And that's what I love. I think you focus on the moment perfectly. You get what's going on, but you also understand like, hey, I gotta live this life the best I can, the way I want to see the world.
Exactly. And that's what I try super hard every day.
Shoot, you do it. You doing it. You're not even trying. You doing it, girl.
There you go.
Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate hearing that as well.
Real talk, man. That's what I love about you, man. And it's so much out of our control. I think any young person listening to you talk right now is really going to get a lot of gems from you, just because.
I hope so.
Absolutely.
I'm still growing too. Like I'm still learning a lot of stuff and maturing in my own ways. And I have a lot of role models in my life right now who show me what's good.
Good.
So hopefully I can do that for somebody else and be, I hope one day I can be a role model for somebody.
You will.
And, like, for example, like my little brother, like, he's a little kid. He also has been through a lot. And so it's just like, I hope to be someone that he looks up to soon. Like,
Yeah,
and maybe
absolutely.
hopefully he does right now. I mean, me and him, like, siblings, obviously.
Right.
But like the way I look up to my sister and appreciate my sister for what she's done
Absolutely.
is how I hope, one day I can have that for somebody else.
Yeah.
Whether it's my brother or somebody I can, help out.
So you're more what I just heard, you're more of a giver than a receiver.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah,
one of my
brings you
biggest
more.
things. A lot of people love that about me, but also hate it about me.
Balance.
Yeah, it's like, my friends are always like, set boundaries for yourself. Like, we appreciate everything you do, but set boundaries for yourself because there's people out there that don't appreciate it. And it's like, I do a lot of stuff for a lot of people. I bend my back. I do all this willingly because I love the people who I do it for. And I don't ask for anything back. Like, all
Straight
I ask
up.
is loyalty and be true to me. Like, that's all I want from people.
Man, thank you. The words out of my mouth. You ever gave
Yeah.
someone money and they just worse at paying you back?
Yes.
Yeah. Me too, Liz. I know. I'm the same way. I'd be like, bruh, man.
And you know what? I get it. Sometimes it's hard, but yeah.
Oh, you're so nice. If it's
That's what
someone
everybody
I
else
know,
said.
I'd be
No,
like,
my
bruh,
God.
hey,
No, yeah.
hey, I just want to remind you.
No, but
They call me the bounty hunter. Because
really.
I be called, hey, man, I just want to remind you, you got that to pay
And see,
back.
the thing with me is I know I shouldn't. And people tell me this, like, you shouldn't feel bad for asking something that's yours.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, I'm like, damn, like I don't really like that. I was like, I don't like, and then I'm like, I always think, I'm like, dang, do they think I'm being annoying? But I'm like, hold on, like, I shouldn't be annoying to them because it's like,
Now, you had an agreement.
yeah, we had an agreement and it's okay, like, I let it slide once or twice, but then after a while, like, it's like, okay, bro, come on. Like,
Right.
Come on. Like,
See,
I love you and everything, but
And there's this thing, like, I try not to expect back when I give. Like, I really do.
exactly.
But it's like, bruh, you, come on. I
You're,
think
like,
there's
reading my
levels to
mind.
this.
You're reading my mind, like, literally. I'm like, hello, Des, are you in there? No, because, like, that's literally what it was, have had an issue recently. But, like, it's, like, it's okay. Love everybody. And I do things willingly and out of love.
Right.
But, yeah, there is some stuff, it's like,
It'd
where
be
I
family
do,
sometimes.
hey, it'd be, yeah. It'd be your close ones. It'd be,
Safe space, Liz. We
no,
good.
it'd be your close ones.
It'd be
but-
the close ones.
And I know they don't mean like any like harm or like they don't mean to like do stuff like that, but it's like I think sometimes it is okay to like tell people like
Absolutely.
yeah.
If you
And I learned that I just recently did actually because
For real?
yeah,
Okay.
like again, I'm a big people pleaser.
Right.
I like to
right.
see people happy and I like to make people happy, but it's like sometimes it's crazy because I don't feel the same energy back to myself. Like I don't feel like that's coming back. Like I will love someone so much, but like sometimes it feels like that person doesn't value me as much as I value them. And it's like
Gotcha.
I'm valuing you a little bit more than what you are. One, it's respect because like I'm doing all this for you and to hold like this friendship together, and it shouldn't feel like it's an obligation to do all that.
Okay.
It should feel like I can when I want to. Like, I do favors for people.
Yep.
But it's like once it starts getting to the point where it's like not even a question or an ask, it's more of a statement, like, and like you're expecting it from me, then that's
Right.
kind of like, okay, like let's take a step back because that's not how it works here.
It takes two to tango, and I feel you, Liz. I've been there. I'm such a giver too. I've handed, and unfortunately, sometimes people get comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And they, like you said, they don't mean to. Some do maybe, but for the most part, they kind of know like, he won't ask for it back in a long time or something. And it's like, nah,
I think you and my friend would get really, one of my friends would get really good along. Like all my friends actually, because that's how they tell me too. It's like, I've had situations in the past with friendships and all that where it's like that. It's like they get too comfortable. In the minute that they get too comfortable, it's just, there's no boundaries anymore there.
Right.
And it's like, okay, like where did the switch come from? Like, I get it. We're comfortable. We're really good. We're really close. And, this has been happening more than once. But it's like, it doesn't mean that anything should change, like with the boundary wise.
Exactly.
Like, and it's not just that. It's also respect.
It's respect.
Like, if you can't respect me, then like you're not doing any good like for me.
That part
like
right
you're
there.
just at that point, not necessarily wasting my time, but you're making me feel less valuable. And I shouldn't. Like I should feel like the value that I hold on for you, you should hold on to for me as well. Like at least try to.
I like that.
And it sucks because like I feel like I put such a high pedestal. I put a lot of people on such a high pedestal where it's like at the end of the day I get taken advantage of, and it's crazy because everybody that knows me knows that I'm a giver.
Definitely.
And some like my friends love that about me, but I know that like my bestest friends, like my bestest friends like from back home, they see it and they're like, you do it a little too much for the wrong people. And it's like, and then for the right people, they're like, sometimes you don't do enough.
Oh,
and it's
wow. Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, and like when I got told that, I was like, oh, like I was like, wow, like you're right.
Wow.
I'm like sometimes I feel like I do a little bit too much for someone who wouldn't do the same thing for me. And it sucks because it's like, I don't like seeing people like that.
Exactly.
Like I love everybody that's in my life, everybody that's came into my life. I appreciate them in like our own like way, in their own ways, in my own ways, whatever.
Straight up.
But I think I'm to the point in my life where it's like, again, that maturity where it's like, it gets to the point where it's also mentally draining.
Oh, wow.
Like mentally, emotionally, and physically.
How so? Is it mental? Is it all that because you have high hopes that they will start giving back to you as well, or they'll honor things? Like, well, like how is it draining?
It's draining to keep up this like once I start realizing it and I'm still doing it, like once I start realizing it's like, okay, like I'm doing all this and I'm not getting anything back, like not even loyalty or respect. It's like I'm draining myself of trying to make you happy when it's not even making me happy.
Right.
And it's like I don't know, it's just anyone and like and all, it has happened to me. It's happened. I'm a big person that I feel like sometimes I am a doormat. I get stepped on all the time. It's like I'm worried. Like I've cut off people in the past because of me realizing like this is not doing me any good. And like I appreciate and love all the memories and stuff that we held together and the friendship that we had in the past. But you're not bringing me any good. So I've done it before where I've finally cut some people off that were just treating me not really well. But it's like now it's like little things are happening now again. And it's like, what makes you guys think that it's hard for me to walk away from someone, but it's like sometimes I'm to the point in my life where it's like, if you're not doing good into my life, like I need to be happy with myself.
You need to be happy.
And I need to be happy. And it's mentally draining because it's like I'm trying so hard to make these people happy and keep them happy when it's like that is taking a lot of happiness out of me.
Yes.
And it's like all you're hurting me. Like
You are.
you know, like I don't know. And it's just like it's a big thing that I had to learn the hard way.
Right. You experienced that. Well, Liz, that leads me to a question. Like we'll just keep on that topic, talking about the definition of being liked and loved. I heard this great quote from someone online, Jay. Pretty much he said, this Buddhist guy said, it's like a flower between like and love. If some people like a flower, they just pick it. They'll just pick.
Mm-hmm.
But if you love it, you know where I'm going with this. You're going to plant it. You're going to put it in a bigger pot, nourish it, water it, and let it grow. And you're going to take it out of that pot once it outgrows it and put it there. But if you just pick, those are the quick fixes, the takes, the dopamine effects, the whatever. The picks are just the quick wins, where really when you nurture something, you're just going to pot it and let it grow, water it, nurture it, care for it, talk to it.
And that's so true. Like that's something you just actually made me realize. Like right now, like people will pick and choose when they want to love and like you. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed that. Like I can see the difference between the people who do love me and love me for who I am and for the person I am continue to become. Mm-hmm. And there's people who just like me for who I am right now and want me to stay like that or just want me to do what's in their best interest.
And you can feel that.
And you can feel the energy, and it sucks because sometimes it feels like it's like people who you didn't expect it from. Like you just expect you expect them more, but that's coming back to putting them on such a high pedestal.
Yeah.
And it's like that's one thing I need to stop because I need to stop doing that because of the fact that and question myself. I'm like, oh, are you getting that like love back? Like, or someone like not necessarily putting you on a high pedestal, but it's someone like considering your feelings and your emotions and like wondering if you're okay or like, worried about, not necessarily worried about you in any like worried way, but like, do they worry about you?
Exactly.
Like,
And Liz, my advice to you, just keep being wholeheartedly you because those ones will come around. Yeah. I've had friends who probably been in my life 8 months now, 9 months, and they just get it. It's crazy. Like they get it. Or, you just read those little signs. Hey, Des, you got dinner last time. I got it this time.
Yeah.
You drove last time. Let me drive this time.
Exactly.
Even though I like to drive, but it just, just things like that. It's a dance. It's a tango. It takes two to tango, and a relationship is give, receive.
Exactly.
Friendship, relationship, whatever it is, it's
family,
supposed to be.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't keep draining yourself, man. It's
exactly. I do agree with that. Like you saying, like you have known people for 8 months that have gotten it.
Yeah. And I've known people for 30 years that don't get it.
Exactly. And like that comes like me living like when I first moved to Eugene, I didn't know anybody. I had no one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like
you came here by yourself.
With my ex relationship, my ex partner.
Oh, okay.
So don't do it, kids. Stay home. Stay home until you really need to move out.
You hear that part? She dropping gems right now.
No, yeah, just take your time. But anyways, that's the point. But that also like like I didn't know anybody. I took me like that was 20. I moved here in 2022.
Okay.
And then like the first year it was really rough. I again didn't know anyone other than like I had made friends like Omar and like a couple other people from Shout out Omar for real. But like I met him, he introduced me to more people, like, we networked, and then like I just had those, but I would consistently, I would never be in Eugene, I'd be home. And so it's like I was just surrounding myself with the same people, and it's like those people, some people back at home just didn't get me. And then and then coming back up like following year, or like same year 2022 towards the end, and 2023 like I have one of my best friends from home who actually he goes to UO. And so he like would never introduce me to any of his like other friends. Like he just I don't know, he's a really awkward person. Like he doesn't know how to introduce people, but he introduced me to his friends, his college friends.
Bet.
I kid you not. and then the people who I have in my life right now back at home are the ones that stuck around to know me, that get me.
Wow.
But these people that I met within literally a year ago
Right.
have understood me like that, like the quickest.
Straight. Okay.
And it's like they've made this past year like so like memorable, like amazing. I love the people that I met here. Like it's showed me that yeah, people can meet you and within like a couple months, a couple weeks, like they'll understand you better than someone who used to be in your life for like 8+ years, whatever. And it's like that was like wow.
It's refreshing.
And so like yeah, and like I honestly appreciate my friend who like did all that, because if it wasn't for him, like I wouldn't have met these people, and I wouldn't have like
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have, you know, the friends that I have right now here or the memories that I have. Like, I mean, because of that, like I met like one of my other two bestest friends, like really good two best friends from LA. And it's crazy. Like we clicked like that because like we clicked super quick.
Right.
And it's like, I got to go explore like their like life back in LA. Like I got to see other things that like, you know, my whole life I've been surrounded by like the same like
same
things.
area.
Same
yeah,
area,
yeah.
same things. Like we all like my hometown is obviously it's a super small hometown. Like we all like just know each other's like ways of being and everything. But like getting to know other people like who live different lives, like and then who can just understand you super quick, that was like a really heartwarming thing. Until this day now, like they're still like some of the best people that I have came across.
And you're experiencing, Liz. Yet again,
Yeah.
we talked about experience for the bad. Now you're experiencing the good.
The good.
And what I like from what you just said there, because I've definitely battled with this, and it's an ongoing battle, is putting myself in positions to win. And
Yeah.
that's another part of loving yourself and believing yourself. Go to LA, go to Turks and Caicos, go to Mexico, go put yourself in positions to experience more life. Because like you said, it's so easy to get grounded and get stuck in the same routine, same thing. It's kind of like you a car, you run out of oil, now you're breaking down. You questioning yourself. No, you got to put yourself in those positions. Now you're meeting people who, like you said, your friends. They love you for you. You believe in them. They haven't let you down. You trust them. That is huge.
Exactly.
And if you
like,
never put yourself in those positions, sorry to jump in on you,
you're good.
but you would have never known.
Exactly.
But you put yourself there. That's huge, man.
And like they do get like I like the whole, to me a friendship is super valuable to me because, you know, I've always been like that heartwarming person, welcoming person, open arms. And like finding people who are super similar to me is really nice. Like these group of literally girls and guys. Like
Okay.
like I've met like my friends who I have right now here. They're like they taught me different things, like but like deep like and like little like in between the lines, like we realize when we're talking to each other, we realize how much in common we have together. And like how like easy it is to understand each other. Like I literally sat down with some of my friends the other day, and like we were talking, and like it's just like crazy. Like one of them's like, oh, like this is super nice to like be able to talk to you about this stuff. Like it feels good. And I'm like, that makes me happy because it does feel good to talk to you about this stuff because see, you're understanding me and I'm understanding you. And you know, there's been people in the past in my life that I've sat here and told them the same thing, and they're like, what? Like they don't get it.
Dang.
And I'm just like, and so like, you know, having those people right now is super nice. And
Fills your cup.
It's good. And like those are the people who like I hope that I can, you know, see them grow and see them see me grow.
Absolutely.
And so yeah.
And
they're
you
gonna
will.
be amazing people.
And those are some genuine combos y'all have. And like for real, you feel in your heart, you're like, oh yeah, this the real vibe right here. That's awesome.
And and the cool thing is like they're all like I've never had like friends from like other different cultures, like like for example, like one of my really good friends is she's Colombian. One of my other one she's Dominican. Like it's like, and then like obviously like my friends, like most of my friends are Mexican, and like but like it's like nice to like see like those different cultures and like
absolutely
do all this. Like they're like I love it. Like and like they're, to me, accents are super cool.
Oh, accents
like,
are dope.
When they talk in like they're like in Spanish or whatever, like their accents are so nice. They're so like it's there, and then I'm like,
real pleasant.
Yeah,
real.
I'm like, oh, I wonder if I have one to other people, but it's like no, I just have the Mexican accent, like the Latino. But it's super cool to like see. Like I got to like if I didn't move to Eugene, I would have never experienced that.
Would have never got that.
And so like going back to like, you know, moving up here with nothing and like no, like not knowing anyone, it was like it was super hard, but like at the same time, it was really nice because I got to
Yes.
like see new things and experience. To me, Eugene reminds me a lot of my hometown because of like just like everything around it, but it's also the same. It's like it's nice to be in a different area.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But speaking of, because tomorrow, I know this episode won't be posted for probably like a week and a half, but you're going to be going back to Medford because you are doing what up there?
So my dad and I have opened a business,
Hey,
forestry business.
entrepreneur, let's
And
go.
I'm new to this, like completely, like I have no, like, not gonna lie, I don't have any experience with it, but I'm learning. So my dad is, you know, it was a decision that I made because driving a lot up and down is it's a big gas adds up. It's not cheap.
Absolutely.
And so like I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna take the time to go down there and learn what my dad's like business is on.
And what is that?
It's forestry, so it's like people like go around like in the forest, cut
Oh.
trees, plant trees.
Okay,
Like yeah, my dad's like also a
Giving
wild
back.
firefighter. So
Shout
over the summer he
out.
does that.
That's what's
And
up.
yeah, so like stuff like my whole family has always been in that industry. So
Dang,
like growing
Liz.
up, like everyone, my family, my uncles have their own businesses. My grandpa had reason why they all came to the United States is because my grandpa opened his business over here of that years and years
What?
ago. Yeah.
Are you going to wear those out in the forest?
No, I can't.
She said, I got the
But
boots, like the work boots.
Yeah, so like it's nice, and then I'm also going home so I could work in an orthopedics office because for
Okay.
like school I'm doing physical therapy, and so last summer I worked at that same place
Word.
as a receptionist, but this year I'm hoping to like be able to shadow at least a physical therapist, shadow a little bit more on like the doctor side and not just be the
Yes.
receptionist, but like it's super nice.
Dang.
I'm trying to go to like get some points on like what I'm going to school for. Which is like it's
Absolutely.
nice to like have that.
So you're owning a business, part owner with your dad,
Yes.
and you're looking to be a physical therapist. That's amazing.
Yes, I'm trying to do that.
When you work at the office, do you like early lunch or late lunches?
Late lunches.
Late lunches all day.
I cannot do the early lunches. Like it's like, why am I going to lunch at 11:30 in the morning?
Yes. Oh my gosh, man, that is awesome. Yeah, I do late lunch too. I mean, man, come back 2 hours left. I'm good.
Dude, I know. Yeah,
That's
like
just
that's how I
pretty.
look at it. I'm like, I'll be back and like I'll be back at 3 and I only have like an hour left.
Speaking of offices, real quick, Liz, not to change. Have you seen the dude driving without a license and he's like, I'm pulling into the doctor's office? Have you seen that
No.
video? I got to show you this afterwards. I'll show you when we're done.
Okay.
But oh my gosh, it's hilarious. I'm going to have to show you. It just made me think about it. It's so
No,
funny.
I have never seen
God bless him. I hope he's all right. But him right there. You haven't seen that picture of me?
I think I've maybe seen like a meme of it, yeah.
Oh my gosh. We'll watch it afterwards. We'll watch
Okay.
it. I'll show you on the iPad. But yeah, it's so funny. He remind me of someone I love, and I'm just like, dang it, man.
No, yeah.
Good old family. But yeah. Liz, you got any last questions for me as we wrapping up?
No, Des, I appreciate you having me.
No, I appreciate
Like,
you.
really.
Thank you.
Again, this is my first podcast, so like, if I was weird or awkward, sorry, bear with me. But it's like I've never done this. You know, fun fact, my
What's up?
friends and I was telling you this the other day. We actually were like talking about doing a podcast. We're like, ooh, we think we'd be so funny. But I was like, you know, like and I told them I was coming here. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, this is gonna fulfill my like. I can tell you guys how it is.
Right.
It's
you
super
should have brought
fun.
them. They could have pulled up.
Ah, I should have.
Hey.
Oh my goodness, they would have been so. Oh my god, I should have brought them.
They would have been in the back hyping you up every day.
I know.
you
No, we would probably It'd probably be your funny episode, a little funny episode.
Yeah, we gotta have fun with
Next
it.
time I'll have them come. No, they'd love to. Like, but like our new place that we're getting next September,
Okay.
it has a pretty nice, decent living room, and we want to make it super cozy and just like have little talks because we talk a lot.
Hey,
We
you need to
literally-
feature me on. I want.
Yeah,
to be on.
exactly. We have to.
I'm getting tired of hosting.
Number
I want to
one,
be a guest.
Exactly. Well, we're gonna have to think about. Yeah, we're gonna look into it.
What you think the topics will be?
Oh goodness, we talk about a lot of stuff,
Just a lot of everything.
a lot of everything.
You'll find your niche as you do it. That's
Yeah.
something. Season 1, I was always poking and like I knew,
Mm-hmm.
but like I didn't have my finger right on it. Now I think we got a good flow, but
Yeah, there you
it,
go.
it takes. Season 1 was
I
how many
mean, like,
episodes? 12, 13. Yeah,
13. I mean, like even looking at all this, it's like it takes a lot.
man, it does. But
It
you got to
takes a lot.
believe.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to believe.
You know, like it's nice though. Like what you're doing.
Thank
like,
you.
I like this. I like your little.
Thank
Like the setup, everything's nice. It's very welcoming.
God,
So I do appreciate all
I
that.
love hearing that. I
No,
love hearing
and
that.
like I've never been in front of a camera like this either. So I'm like, oh, I was just like so scared. I'm like, is it gonna be like not weird? I know it's not gonna be weird, but I'm like, am I gonna be awkward? Am I gonna be
No.
weird? Like I'm just like never used to like being like I don't know recorded. I'm like, so this is nice.
And you're chilling. I mean,
Yeah,
we've
I'm
been talking
chilling.
for almost 2 hours.
I know, that's crazy.
And look, we're good.
There we go.
You just
Yeah.
chilling. I'm proud of you. You
Thank
did
you.
amazing. I
Well,
think you
thank
dropped
you.
some great gems. So
I appreciate all like this whole thing, and
Yeah.
I'd love to be here. I'll be back soon.
oh, you
Hopefully,
hear that,
if I get invited,
she's gonna
if
be
I
back.
get invited again,
Yes,
I'll be back.
absolutely,
More than
babe.
happy.
Absolutely.
Might bring some guests, but
Yeah, bring one of your friends, chop it up.
we will. We'd have to.
And to be honest, you're showing the ladies to come on here, y'all. Come on to the podcast.
Come.
So,
No, yes, please.
So
This is fun, and you know what? Des makes it very enjoyable. So,
Thank you.
and everybody over there too. There you go.
Absolutely. Well, Liz, on that note, I guess we get to close out. I thank you so
gosh,
much for
thank
giving me
you.
some time.
Of course.
You're a real one.
Thank you, dude. I do appreciate it. Shout out to Des.
Hey,
Have so much
You
love
know.
for you, and I,
Likewise.
like appreciate you so much, and thank you for this opportunity for having me on here.
absolutely. And I think we changed the world. Whoever listens to this, I think they're going to pick up some
Hopefully,
good things.
You
So,
know, love yourself, be happy, enjoy life to the fullest, and don't do stuff that you don't want to do.
yeah.
Keep it real with yourself all the time. You have to.
Yeah. And don't leave home until you're ready. I remember
And
you
don't
saying
leave
that.
home until you're ready. Yes, because don't leave home for somebody
There we
unless
go.
unless you know it's gonna be long.
Right. Hey, I
But-
stayed at my parents' till I bought my house. It helped.
It
I
helped.
ain't
There
gonna
you
lie.
go. Yeah, but don't have any regrets. Maybe save the money. Yeah, but made great experiences in Eugene. I love and love my living
Absolutely.
situation right now.
And I'm glad you got here because I got to meet you too. And that's huge.
Exactly.
You know?
So we wouldn't have never met.
Yeah, look at the
So-
universe putting us all in these, having our journeys mix in. That's amazing.
Exactly. So
It's a great
exactly.
thing. It's crazy
Again,
how-
shout out to Omar. If it wasn't for Omar,
Shout out to Omar too. He's gonna be on soon. I'm
he
gonna
better
talk to him about it.
Gonna come.
Yeah, maybe have you and him, or we figure it out.
Oh my
We'll
gosh, that'd
figure
be
it out.
fun.
That would
That'd be interesting.
absolutely have a little more fun podcast on
Yeah.
that one.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
But thank you again. I appreciate it.
you're welcome, babe.
And thank you guys. Thank you guys too. Appreciate it.
And world, as you hear it, Lizzy Ramirez, amazing person, cool as the other side of the pillow, dropping gems. So whoever listened to this, you're definitely going to be blessed with a great podcast here. Yet again, she's just so chill. And that's what I love about her, never too high, never too low, just cruising. So shout out to Liz. We appreciate you guys tuning in to another episode of Garage Talks 5417 podcast. We hope you go ahead and bless up tonight and take care. We out of here.